Hits him on the out route. And they take him down at the 24-yard line.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Space past the 35. He spins right by him. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And the Patriots will have a first down. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. They'll run here on first down. And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. That tackle made by Blake Cashman.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. To throw. Here's May. Flush down out to his left. And the coverage is too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
Defenders there. It's intercepted. Jeremy Chinn has got it. Along the right sideline, there's space. And he's going to go. It's a pick six. So on our opening drive, Brock, we've got a big defensive highlight already as the pick six starts off our scoring.
This is a defense who isn't hiding how they're approaching this game. They want to be disruptive. They're unafraid to be aggressive. Can be a risky mentality to have. Boy, can it set a tone early.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. He fields it from the 8. He stopped on the return at the 27. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now May coming off that pick. Throwing the out route complete. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's a New England first down.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
1st and 10 from the 41. Give now to the running back. Across midfield to the 45. And he finally ends up out of bounds after a huge gain. It's a huge pickup on the play. And the Patriots will have a first down.
Anytime you get that chunk of yards, gosh, you can just feel it in the stadium. It just changes the whole complexion of the drive. They're now set up beautifully in enemy territory to end this series with points.
To the edge of the end zone. Oh, it's incomplete.
QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Back to the air. It's May. And he has the catch. Gets both feet in. That's a touchdown. The Patriots get it down to a single point. Now they'll try to knock the extra point through. The point after splits the uprights. And the Patriots tie it up as he nails his first try of the season. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. An option give here to Etienne. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer.
And the Patriots in the nickel for this 3rd down call. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Chased out to his right. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Ryan White in punt formation for the Vikings.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. So he sends this one out of bounds, and that's going to put the upcoming drive at the 35-yard line. Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for 1st and 10. They'll send him over right. 1st down throw for May. This one taken in by Baker. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Plowing up the middle. And he'll get this through the midfield stripe and starts pushing into Vikings territory. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Man in motion out of the slot. Racing down the left side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That one goes for 25 yards. And that's a New England 1st down. From the red zone now. Short pass brought in. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
That's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
May now from the gun. Catch is made in close. And he has the New England touchdown. Now they'll try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Patriots take the lead here, 14-7 in the 1st. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. On play action now, McCarthy. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Now McCarthy. Connection made. Travis Etienne. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's going to give the Vikings the 1st down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the 1st, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. We're through 1/4 of this opening weekend of football. Neither side separating much so far. More from U.S. Bank Stadium after the break. We're ready now for the 2nd quarter to begin. Vikings in control of it. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
My goodness, was that some kind of speed off the edge. There's only a handful of tackles in this league that have the lateral movement to stay in front of an end like that. It may be time for this quarterback to start mixing up his cadence, his count, certainly making sure this defensive end can't get off the way that he has.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
On 3rd and long, it's McCarthy. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Patriots have it as he records the 1st interception of his young career.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, evaded obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It would make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
Here's the pistol snap to May. Forced out to his right. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And that sack going to cost them some yardage. Gotta forget about 1st down in a hurry. They need a chunk of yards here on 2nd and goal. Running back sent in motion. Trying again following the sack. And he's in trouble and gets brought down again. And the pressure drives them backwards. Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. Putting a receiver in motion. Here's May, 3rd and goal. He's on the move. He's running for it. He slides to a stop after a great run, but still not quite enough for that first down. Patriots sending the field goal unit out for a try. From the right hash, this is going to be a 41-yarder. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. Here's Etienne to begin the drive. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Tracked down by Robert Spillane. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Motioning him from the slot right. And he found some running room for a nice gain. That's going to go down as a gain of 7. Now they're going to have 3rd and 2.
Well, I know this. This staff loves the athleticism and versatility he brings to the offense. That's not only as a receiver, but as someone who can take occasional carries and turn them into good yards.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. From the gun, Etienne gets it. And he could not get there. They stop him right at the line. They stop him just short and force a 4th and 1.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, well, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
4th down, pressure on him. He was not backing down for a second. Nice effort to carry the rock. More importantly, for his offense to get a first down.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. They go right back to Etienne. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Here's 2nd and 11. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. So it's the 2-minute warning here from Minneapolis. The Vikings looking like they'll have to punt. Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. Now this is a beauty of a kick. Gets headed out of bounds, no chance at a return or a touchback. They're going to mark it out at the 6. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Sending a receiver left. To the air on 1st down, May. Oh, he got way too much under that one. Too high, that's incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. So it's 2nd down coming up.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. Not a lot of cover guys who can match up with them in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it. No connection to be made.
He steps in and makes the interception. And the Vikings will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll try it left with Etienne. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
It's a T.J. Hockenson touchdown. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all at this point expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
That one right down the middle. And the Vikings cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Cut out left. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're 1st and 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, here's May. Complete out to the right. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. From the gun, it's May. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. Now we're going to have a timeout by New England. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Another try following the sack. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Byron Murphy picks it. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
That's complete inside the 35. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
They send a receiver in motion right. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle. Minnesota spends its second time out here. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. And it's just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
Second down now, 7 to go. From the 29. Etienne on the catch. And he's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
And he could not get there. They stop him right at the line.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
A 40-yard attempt.
So the Vikings will try a field goal on 4th down. Will Reichert headed out. This one from an even 40 yards out. Smith able to put it through. And it'll knock this game up late in the second quarter. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Huard, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, a give to Etienne. And he gets it forward, is still about a yard out of that. Troy Anderson that time with the tackle. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. The play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. Backed up now after the penalty. It's third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Launches one deep downfield. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset. Things looking totally different after that last play. It's 1st and 10 inside the opposing 30. They'll give this up the middle to ETN. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on first down. You just want some yards to set up an easier second down play. But they will take that execution every time.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. Escapes the pocket. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Vikings take the lead right away in half number 2. J.J. McCarthy, the touchdown. Reichert on for the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Vikings break that tie and now lead by 7. Right, ready to send this one away. Returning it from the 4. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Working quickly here. From the 36. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete. This one misses the tight end. But still plenty of options left on 3rd and short. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down. Offense up to the line fast. Going to the ground again on 1st. He's got a gain of 6 there. Jeremy Chin there on the stop. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
From the 43. Throwing the out route complete. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And the Patriots will have a 1st down. They kick the running back in motion. First down throw for May. Completed to his running back. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Hits him on the out route. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's a New England first down. To the air yet again, May. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it second down.
Well, the pressure, boy, that sped that whole play up, didn't it? And it opened up a wide range of outcomes. A hurry throw almost ended up an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack.
Back to the air. It's May. He's on the move.
You know, that may have been a situation when you look back on it and watches the tape the next day. He's got to find a way to throw the ball because his running ability, while it gets him some yards, is not enough to get the first down.
Third and just 2 to go. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's the Patriots with possession. They need to erase that deficit in a hurry. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. May now from the gun. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. And it's incomplete. That's going to be a turnover on downs, depending on what the call is on this penalty. They already got the stop and the turnover on down, so they're just going to decline this penalty. Inside handoff goes to Etienne. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. That's taken in by Etienne. And he hauls this one up to the 11 before being stopped.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Etienne on 3rd down. And they bring him down here at about the 13-yard line. He only finds a window for 2, but that's still enough for a first down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
All right, set now. 1st and 10. Etienne again. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
The one thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. McCarthy looking to throw. Put the body on the line for his team. He touched him down, but a great pickup, and it's good for a first.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
I was so spoiled for so many years in my Seattle market watching the Legion of Boom do their thing. That's what I see and think of when a safety makes a play behind the line of scrimmage like that. They didn't just want to tackle you. They wanted to end you.
And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Now they're whistling for a timeout here. Somebody's shaking up on the play. Not the way he wanted to begin his rookie season. Wow, let's hope it doesn't cost him much time. New set of downs for him from the 46. On play action now, McCarthy. He's got a man left. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
On 2nd down, it's Etienne. Broke through the tackle. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. They send him left out of the slot. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, they shoot the pass to try and bring up 3rd and short via a little more conservative ground call, but it backfired. You know, the defense, they'll look for keys up front, and they fired off the line knowing a run was coming, and boy, they busted it before it could get back to the line.
5 men in the secondary for the Pats, 3rd down. He'll throw it. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And this one's out of the side of the end zone. Was trying to get that precise aim, but he was off the mark. It's going to be a touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Completed over the middle. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
They're set up at the 35 now. May on 1st and 10. Cut for big yards on the right side. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. That holding penalty is going to make first down twice as tough. They're 20 from the marker to start things out. He'll look to throw it. Completes this one to Baker. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Here he is to throw. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they'll have it a little shy of the 40 as he goes out. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down. Running back sent in motion. Setting up to pass. He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, so this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet.
Finds a seam. Left side is off to the races. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
And he rips this one out and over the back of the end zone, incomplete.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
Back to throw. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. Decent gain here, but short of the first. They've got to keep moving quick here. Throwing now. And they pull it off. A touchdown catch in the final moments. And now overtime or a win right here are on the table. Big play coming from the Patriots. They're going for two.
The Patriots will line up for a two-point conversion.
One final shot here. And this winds up incomplete. They took their shot for the dub and instead trail by one with almost no time left. So they're going to go ahead and call a timeout here. Only 3 seconds left in the game. So with barely any time left, they need everything to break their way. And the Vikings bring in the onside kick. That should just about do it.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
So they are indeed kings in the north as the Vikings win it at home. And they're one of the fortunate teams to begin the season with a 1-0 record. So far, so good to begin this new campaign. So for my partner, Brock Huard, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. The Vikings emerge as winners.